Hello everyone, Mrs. Gigi here. I couldn't wait. Let's just start the stream a bit early. I just felt I needed to. We are going to work in this today, my monthly journal. Going to add a little bit of this and that, and yeah, I don't know. Let's just have some fun. That's what I will say. Just because I can. Usually that's how it goes. So, looking into March prompts that Create with Becca, my friend has created this collage challenge throughout the month. Collage month 2025. I have done a little bit of it in this journal, and on the cover of the journal this Sunday was crayons, so I created this little thing, collaged, cut it out, and collaged it on there. These two was actually a thing, the daffodils, and yeah, we are on to this week. Haven't really done too much of anything this week. Monday was apparently a fairy, and then we have the rainbow, deer, and spring. And for us, there was a special thing happening on Monday. It was our black lab, and his name is Teddy, and it was his birthday. He turned 9 years old, so we need to do something there. I've kind of prepped a little thing, but I wanted to do something else. So my trusty white paper it is, and yeah, what about just creating a big 9 here, because that is what was going on really. And let's see, number 9. A bigger number 9 than this, or a thicker one that is more visible than anything else. So we'll start with that, and I am so into today's prompt, really. Spring. It really feels like spring today. Really nice weather with sunshine, and of course it's winter time here, so it is cold, but you can feel it in the air that spring is coming, and the birds, things like that. Let's see, make this even thicker. I haven't really decided, do I want to have this one outlined? I was at one point thinking red. Let's try that, just because I can. Outlining it. Not really too well, was it? But just filling bits and pieces in. So let's think about this for a little bit and how to place it onto the actual page there. I am going to leave a little white border like I've done with the others. So yeah, he is an old dog now, kind of, or he's a lab, so you wouldn't really think about it other than he is turning gray a bit. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. Are we just going to do it like that maybe? Or am I... No, I will leave it like that. I was thinking about cutting this part out, but I'm not. I'm not. So let's look into these things. And then springtime, there will be a whole bunch of collage going on. 9 years Teddy, that will represent Monday. And of course I will write a little bit about work here and things. When thinking fairy, what are we going for? I have no clue. Let's see. Are we going for something in a magazine maybe? Do we have some sort of fairy-like person here that we can transform maybe? Kind of, you know, I bumped into her immediately, but then she's kind of covered. Anybody can be a fairy, that's for sure, but I don't know. Let's think about it a little bit extra. Maybe her. She is a politician. I kind of want to have the right size too. What about this one? This is Frida, and that would be kind of cool to make this into a fairy. I don't know, can you even see? It is really dark, but that would be kind of cool. Just tear it out like this. I don't really mind. Is it? Yeah, you can definitely see it. And there are some yumminess going on in terms of recipes here. Flowers, shoes. Well, she can be a fairy too. There were actually a couple of things. Let's look into... No. She was kind of cool, but you know, she's so patterned, so I don't really know if she will show up. No, I will take this. I hope it is visible enough for you to see. We'll just use this and then kind of combine her with the fairy look. Is that even possible, you might say, but I think it is. Let's think about putting her like that. Maybe not. Are we going to put her like that? Who are we? I do want to put her like that, but are we going to let her fly into the picture, kind of? No, I don't know. We need to look up another version of something else. I can feel it already. There might be a nice another thing, like somewhere here I saw a lady. These are models. Can we create her into a fairy? Thinking about using this as, yeah, let's try it out. She is pink though, so we will have to do something with that. I'm going here just because she is way bigger than this actual thing, and I'm going to actually use her little flowery thing here to create what is supposed to look like some sort of wing, or you know, there will be some sort of something at least. Let's figure that one out instead. So what did we say? I'm gonna try to, yeah, like that is going to be possible, is it? I love that I haven't thought it through quite yet, so I can lift things off and kind of re-glue them. Makes it way easier for us to create a thing. So do I want to have the umbrella? I do love the wing part there, or you know, it's kind of becoming a wing while cutting it like one. So even though that's, I don't even know, some sort of flowery thing on her, I don't know what it is. I will cut the umbrella part of her off because I don't know about fairies carrying around the umbrellas like on this picture, or at least not in my world. It might be, I don't know. So like that, or I will actually adjust the whole situation here with her hand, because something along the lines of this kind of looks like a fairy, doesn't she? I don't know, but that Frida thing, we will have to figure that one out on another page. The other thing that I thought about with the rainbow, which is on Tuesday or Tisdag, there was a lot of things going on this page already. Let's see. I kind of like her like that, so we will just be gluing her down. But of course I dropped the whole glue stick. And yes, this is, it is not of course cold in here, but you know, I can definitely feel that at least this glue stick thinks it is cold because it's hard. When kind of thinking about any of this being easy, is it? Sometimes it is anyways. With a warmer glue stick, I kind of feel that it's easier to put on the glue. And yeah, we will kind of overlap her wing, so this will be her wing, and there she is. We'll have to glue Teddy's name down again, of course, but that won't be too much of any trouble, really. Like that. And then let's think about it again. Like that, and then cut these things off, of course, because we don't want anything of her dress. Let's see, just cutting it like that. The opposite page, that's her, and this will be a part of the collage for the day, really. So rainbow, I don't know, you know, to me this page as it is really a bit too much, but I did choose it because, you know, I had to kind of think a little bit extra about what pages I didn't want to use in a journal, and those were the ones that I chose for this month because I needed a little bit of a challenge to myself. Am I just going with a pocket with a rainbow? Maybe that would be easy in a sense. What are we going for here? All the colors, as it's already colored in a whole bunch of things. I'm thinking just a regular kind of white velvet thing, maybe with the what is it, St. Patrick's Day in mind. There would be, let's see, 1, and there would be 2, there would be 3, 4. No, I really do have to think. I know that all my American viewers probably have some sort of song to go with this, or some rhyming thing, but to be totally honest with you, I think it's some sort of thing in school, but we don't have that in school here. So I haven't learned it. Like, we don't have anything equivalent to that in Swedish, not in the same way anyways. Like, of course we do have rainbows and things, but let's see, there will be purple, darker blue, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, is it? And maybe some sort of cloud situation going like this. Some sort of something like that, I would say, anyways. And then it will just be a thing of a pocket kind of thing. But when thinking about it, how do I want to do this? Because it's going to be collage. Let's look into if we have red. Yes, we do have. There is some little reds down here that I can use. I have no clue if this will work, but I will try it out. just seriously, what's going on? Yep, we will just cut these out as they are like that. The red, the orange, somewhere back here, I thought it was. There is some sort of kind of orangey things here, isn't it? Or are we going to count this as orange? This is definitely orange to me. So unfortunately it's an alcoholic type of ad, but you know, we will have to use that one. And there will be some sort of yellow needed. Do we have yellow in here? We do have blue, I saw that. Yellow, yellow, yellow. No, not really. Do we have the blue? Is definitely down here, and there is green there too, but I don't like, this is way darker of a green that I would love to. So let's see, the light blue sea, and there is orange there, but I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like the other orange. Let's see about the yellow. I thought it was some sort of yellow going on over here too. There is definitely a pink thing here, but no. Yellow, there is yellow here, but it is really fuzzy, but to be totally honest, I don't really mind. We will use that yellow. We need green, of course, lighter green. I would prefer lighter green. I don't know, have we seen any lighter green in here? They are so fuzzy pictures that I don't like. Oh, here is definitely blue. And then we have the purple. I don't see any green that I like, but look at those beautiful flowers. Let's start with what we have. So I am thinking, let's put this aside. Literally thinking outside the box. Oh, we do have things here too. I have totally forgotten about this magazine. Let's see, do we have purple? Purple, purple. Oh, there are some cool things in here that I want to cut out. Purple. Does that count as purple? It is pink purplish. Yeah, I would count it as purple for this. Dark blue or whatever. What are we going for? Yes, I would say that is dark blue. That was yellow too. Can you see? Might be nice. Yeah, I think we have at least a couple of things that we need. And we will go with the purple. And of course, collage. And the thing that I will do is tiny squares to be able to collage them in here, or not too tiny of squares, you know. I will just cut out things like this. Really, and I don't really mind. I will just put on glue like this, which makes it easier for me, and do the collage like this. So that we can actually say that we have collaged the bits and pieces on here. Let's put a little bit more glue down here, which makes it easier. And the last part of it. So we have collaged some, oh, what is that? Some purple. We do need, am I going darker blue? Yeah, I don't know. Let's go with this one. Or am I going with the other one? No, I kind of like this blue as it's really bright. So we will do that, and unfortunately I have a little band-aid there on my finger, but you know, that's just life. Let's see, cutting these to be able to collage even more. Kind of do a thing anyways. Let's put more glue on here. And even more. Let's make it a little bigger further down here. And then maybe the last part of it all, like, oh my word, who am I? I just want to put that one there and cut a little extra up here at the actual last bit of blue, like that. And are we going with that other blue, or I don't even know, or is it meant to be? Let's think about it for a little bit. Pinkish? I don't know. That to me wasn't really purple, was it? Let's see. I will actually just go with green, and then we will have to look into green. We definitely need to look further into the green. Oh, here we have some green. Is that a possibility? Yeah, that might be. Let's figure her out somehow. Sorry, lady. You do need to use the thing there. That green. And we are going with, let's see again, the green. A red and orange and yellow and green and blue. Yeah. I would say that this green counts as green, even though, you know, I could go with some really bright type of, you know, like, I don't even know. We'll go like that. But this will be a thing. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, hello. I am just fine. Had a little thing at work, so I couldn't stream yesterday, which to me meant, you know, I need to do it today. So that is what I'm doing. And I'll just felt, just popping in here, just doing nothing. But in this case, I'm actually trying to do the March challenge that Create with Becca has throughout the month of March. Collage month 2025. And I am collaging a rainbow because rainbow was Thursday's prompt. Let's figure one last green piece out. So we have the green, small little green pieces. I don't know, but you can see them there. And then yellow. Oh, I would say, who am I? Yellow, orange, red. Did I do an extra stripe? I don't know. Let's look into the yellow. We have yellow over here, so we are going to use this flower to create some yellow pieces that we need. Yet more glue. Tend to add more and more glue, but it's just the way it is, really. So throughout this month, my friend Create with Becca has created a new challenge, and it is collage that is meant to be you know, done something with, and a daily prompt. So I am doing this, even though you can literally do whatever you like, but to be totally honest, I don't know if this really counts as a collage, but I'm kind of doing my thing. Let's see. No, I don't want that one there. Am I just putting that one down there? I need a bigger piece of yellow. Just a couple of more and then will be enough. To do it like properly, like more glue. It screams to me, hello Candy, welcome. So a little bit of a collage day today, trying to catch up with Create with Becca's collage challenge. So I'm working on Tuesday's prompt rainbow, to do my version of it, really, because I don't know, it is just what it is. So we have the yellow there, and then there is orange, and apparently I did an extra one. I don't know, I will throw things away while doing this, otherwise it will be a whole mess of a thing. To be totally honest with you, this is not the orange that I need compared to this one, if this is going to be yellow. So I need to, let's see, where do we have the magazine? I found something that was really orange. Let's see. Oh, I did find something else too. Not in this one, was it? No, of course, it was here in this one. Where do we have the floating thingy? Let's see, wasn't it here? Oh, there is orange there in her dress. Not the orange that I want though. I just have a couple of magazines here. Who am I just to... Oh, I need to look it up further. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Look at the border there. That would be kind of nice to use. Let's see. Wasn't this somebody wearing a life jacket? Or am I just... Seriously? I thought I saw it in here, and that is orange to me. Or these. Do we have enough? No. I thought it was, no, here. Here we have the life jacket, and that is orange. So we are going to use that. And I don't know, we will just cut straight into it. Straight into it means literally straight into it, and then try to figure out how we're going to do this. More glue. Yes, more glue. And cutting it into small pieces and figuring out the part which creates the collage. So you, in this case, you don't need much to be able to create this thing. Literally don't need more than a tiny little square. And one might be able to do this more efficient, but no, I am not. I'm just going like this because it's the easiest way to go for me, like right now. I will though, let's see, put a little bit more glue up here, putting that on top there. We need a little bit more. So I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. Here it has been a great day, a little bit gray in terms of, you know, morning time, but to be totally honest with you, it is still winter here, so I'm not really surprised. But when thinking with summer, or I would say summer, but spring is nearby, just around the corner, I can feel it. There were actually birds singing today, and that hasn't been for quite some time, because most of all the birds are flying away south, while the climate is better in other parts of the world. So we do have the red now, and why I did an extra one, I have no clue. Can I erase this? Amazed by it myself, but I have actually done a whole bunch of glue on this surface, so I wasn't sure. That's why. Let's see, why can I just not do the eyelets? Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out together. The first day of spring. Oh, wonderful. I don't know if is it something like that here too, but in I would say in my neck of the woods, it's not really spring. It is definitely not spring, even though I will actually have to look it up. Is it today? Or is it like a worldwide type of thing? I have no clue. Because to me, springtime is in May. Because it could be like stormy, wintry times here by this time of year, and then or I would say it could be beautiful spring, and then the next day will be snow, literally a lot of snow. So not just the tiny bit of snow on the ground, it is snow. So that's why I'm kind of thinking that that might not be an international thing today, is it? Or maybe it kind of depends on what climate you're in, or what part of the world, or whatever. Haven't really thought it through. Just babbling. I have no clue. That's what it is. Let's see. Putting no, that was the wrong angle, of course. Can I just put this one in, the whole thing? Almost. Yeah, well, I will do it like that. Who am I to just destroy my whole nail till today when I had to stream? That hurt. You know, all down to the cuticle, kind of. Oh, it was not a nice feeling. So it just had to be a little band-aid like this. So here we have it. Do I want to, I don't know. Am I going to just adjust this a little bit? Yeah, that really hurt. And me thinking, the strangest thing though, I was, you know, just literally counting in my head like, oh my, ooh, that hurt. And then the next thought in my mind was, oh no, I am going to stream on YouTube. Like, what on earth? Like, combining those thoughts. So strange. With showing my hands all the time and things, like, oh no, I'm going to stream, what am I going to like? That was just hilarious, really. But, and do I really care? No, I don't really know if I do, but you know. Let's see if we can do some sort of something with this now. And going, let's think about this for a little bit. Like that. I am going to cut this part. Who am I? Going to cut this part a little smaller. So it will be a pocket here on this page, like that. I need to do some small adjustment thingies. Let's think. Here might be an option, kind of. Putting that aside. And let's think. Yeah, well, I will just put it like this. Of course, rounding it up a little bit. So we have the pocket there, and to be totally honest, I think the cloud needs a little bit black in terms of being a nice pocket. And one thing though is this. No, I did not. I thought I did, but you know, with all the glue. All of this and outlining it like this. That might be kind of nice when thinking about it. Sorry if I just cover the whole thing, but I need to just do that in order to create this thing. As I'm left-handed, it's kind of tricky sometimes. But I will show you in the end. Don't you like this. It is to be said there, but it will be something to go like that. Am I going to do this in a blue color? Ooh, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Am I? Am I going with collaging the blue sky? Could go with that, of course, because we have it is blue water, but you know, who would have noticed? Or the blue sky is up there. Or I can use some paint. That might be the easiest way to go. So I will actually do that. Let's see. Am I on the right? Yeah, day number 18. I just had to look it up before I just glued this one in. So this is my collage thing for Tuesday. Let's see. That one there, this one here, and then where do we have the blue paint? A light blue, or am I out of the... I just realized, you know, I don't know if you really think about it, but I just realized that I need a whole bunch of new paints. In a way, that could be a good thing, of course. But I know that it's going to be expensive. That is not as nice as one might like it to be. Let's see, I just want the tiniest bit of blue. And yeah, some of you might wonder what this is. This is, oh sorry, this is this one. Acrylic blue, and then of course white. Do I need that? I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's look it up, because yes or no, you know, I will be a little bit strange in this. White. Somebody has taken my white paint. I wonder if that's one of my daughters, because it could be. That's going to be the thing to speak to them about. That is definitely one thing that I will talk to her about. That is definitely one thing. You know, I let them go in here in my craft and using whatever they like, but I would prefer them to put everything back in order, kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see, just doing it like this makes it easy, and then we can go on to the next thing, because that makes the whole thing even more fun. So we do have the collage in terms of the rainbow here. Let's see, taking a little bit off. I don't like that much though. Like that, and I will put this one. Let's think about this for a little bit. One page at a time. One page at a time. The little rainbow will symbolize that day though. Yesterday. Oh, hello. You might stream a little bit later. That's fun. I wonder if I can, you know, look at it, the absolute last thing that I will do. Let's see. Because usually that's what I do with all of your streams. I tend to go in my bed the last couple of whatever minutes and look into that. The thing is, yesterday's prompt, so you know, if you haven't seen it, no, I let's see, I am well, that's really nice, and I understood that there was something happening, but I'm really glad to see you, Becca. The fairy, that's my version. The rainbow, this is collaged. I don't know, can you see? It is collaged in all different kinds of squarey pieces. And then yesterday, deer. What in the world? A deer. I do have mooses here. I do have you. I do have sheep and I don't know who, why, what, how are we going to create a deer in collage? What did you think about when creating this prompt, Becca? Let's see, do we have anything brown? We do have her hair there. That could be. That is too gray for my liking. This might be something that we can use. And I don't know. Let's see. This is going to be quite fun, but you said the same thing. But you can, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Literally, like, what did you think? I am going to save, even, you know, we save up on small bits and pieces, but these I cannot throw them away. We will have to think about the deer now. Who are, I don't know how they even kind of look. I have no clue. Let's see. Am I, you know what we say here in Sweden? Är jag ute och cyklar? You know, am I on the right track? Or, you know, I don't even know the equivalent in translation in that. Let's see. I will definitely do some sort of doodly type situation going here. I have no clue. Let's cut the face out anyway. And I don't want to have it look like a donkey or anything, but you know, unfortunately it might be the result. We don't know. We don't know. And then the cute little part with the nose and things, that's I don't know. Let's see, I said, yeah, that I hope that everything is okay. Going like that for one. Who, what, why? There. And then there is this other part of the deer's ear there. I don't know. This, that is way too, I want to have it more pokey. This won't be a thing though. Wait. There. That will do. That will definitely do in terms of me trying out that. So there are something to go with the ears there, and then we have the eyes, and those are kind of how do they even, I don't want to have it look like a donkey. Let's see, I use her skirt. This is darker grayish. I don't know if it's visible really, but in terms of the nose, how are we going with this? Are the eyes oval, or is it? I kind of have to do some sort of something, like, of course bigger than it's supposed to be, but yeah, I'll have to start somewhere. They are tiny, aren't they? Or are they like more oval? And then the nose. That's kind of square. No, not square. Who am I? It is more like a... like this, is it? No. Now the donkey part of it, it's way too prominent. What about the are they are more round, the eyes, or is it? I'm thinking about a moose. Deer are dogs with long legs. Oh. We actually have a little deer family living here at this little wooden part of my my garden. You know, it's close to a little playground with some woods close by, so they tend to live there. A little family of 7, I think it is now. No, I did that one smaller. I will just go with the flow. Let's glue. We will have to think about it along the way. So remember, this was her shirt, the lady's shirt. You have to start packing. The lawyer had me. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of promising in a way. Hopefully it won't be too long till you can move then. Let's think about this for a little bit. What on earth happened here? There was a whole bunch of glue coming off. And yes, I do need to cut this one down quite a bit, I feel. Or doing the sizing a little bit different. No, of course, now I did it smaller. I can feel it, but I will go with it anyways. I don't know, can you even see the brick part of it? We need some sort of body, don't we? It will be just, the body part will be something like this, just, I don't know, it will we'll just go here and then there. Can you see? It is a deer. Oh my word. Who am I? I don't know. I thought I would be able to use the angle for the I thought I would be able to use it. I might. What about the night? No. The nose, the ear, the I don't know. I don't have any pictures to look at either. I will go something along the lines of this for yesterday's prompt. Some brick and a little stem there for some kind of tree or whatever it is. Let's figure it out. And I don't know. I would rather have it like that, but then I don't like we will just have to do it because you know, I did cut this thing out and then do a little bit of thinking in terms of it doesn't really need legs, does it? Yeah, of course it does. You know, we will have to go with this part of it and whatever. I will literally just do. Oh my word, this is going to be crazy. Ones that you made like in school or whatever, you know. But it is a collaged little little thing. I don't know. I'm going with one. I'm literally going with one. That will be nice, and there will be another one. It needs to be one in the kind of in the background though. Could use this. This is going to look so ridiculous. I'll just leave them out hanging like that just because I need them to be able to dry first. I don't know about the end result for this, but it is there, and it will represent all the deers that create what Becca has in her garden, as well as my own that I have, even though there are not as many as Becca's. I don't know if I want to do something else in terms of painting or markers, or I don't even. Let's see, I'm just going to cut a thing of it off. So here we have the little deer. Unfortunately, it's only one, but that's what I have. And then we are going to look further into today, and for today it is spring for me. Oh, you thought it was laying down. I know, but you know, I had to do something. I couldn't just leave it like that. It was way too big of a head for the body, and this is what it ended up being. We need some flowers for today because springtime it is. Let's look into flowers. A lot of flowers. And yes, there are I don't want to have. Oh, these were actually cool. Look at all of these mirrors. I won't use them today, but I will have to kind of remember that. Wow, look at that. What's the cost of that one? I don't even know. It wasn't that expensive. It was, let's think, $1,200. I don't, you know. Does it? I don't I don't know. It looks, yeah, a little bit like a dog or whatever. I do need flowers, flowers, flowers. Where do we have the flowers? There were apparently no, we cannot use these hydrangeas. No, we need something else. I was thinking magazine, but it might be. Look at this English garden. The beauty of England is here, literally. Can you see? I love English gardens. Wow. English. Let's see. Sack Wild West, Harold Nicholson. I don't even know where this is. Beautiful it is. This is a Swedish garden compared to, you know, but I like more prominent flowers, like flowers. It might be that I can actually use up a little scrapbook paper or whatever, but there are flowers, but not those kind of flowers that I like. No. No, no, no. Let's look into these. Just because I have them laying around, there are a bunch of flowers here. And a bunch of flowers there. Are we going to use them somehow? I wouldn't say that I dislike them, but it's not really my style. And I don't know if this whole journal, in terms of color and everything, is not my style, but it feels like that anyway. There is a lot of flowers here, of course, but who am I just to combine these? Let's see what we can do with these two papers. Can we create magic? Can we? Let's think. We are going with cutting some of it out and fussy cutting some of it out. And to do this, I'm not going for anything specific, but because it's live, I'm going to do it rather quickly. Or do some sort of, you know, adjustment later on, but we need to do something in terms of flowers. Flowers are beautiful, and I have no clue. I had a lot of garden magazines, but I don't know where you know, somewhere in this room. They are definitely there. I'm sure of it, but you know, when doing these types of things live, I'll never know. We will do this. We will go with that flower specifically. I do like this type of flower, even though they are totally different compared to the other one. So let's see if they even go together, and to be honest, I don't really mind. There will be a whole bunch of flowers on this pocket. And we are going with this pink one because it's easy to cut out. The beauty of it though might be the last thing we cut out of this paper, and I can throw the paper away. So have I told you I am kind of doing a little bit of a spring clean. Not that I throw everything away, but I hope that I can do some sort of organizing in this room and do a little bit of decluttering, or at least that's my goal for from now on till June. Let's cut this one down just the tiniest in here because I don't like the dark thing there. So a bunch of flowers. We will also cut this one out, the leaf here, and trying to do something fun. A little bit here as well. And up here at this orange bit that didn't really belong to this flower, but the other one next to it. And the same here. And maybe this one down here because it's too gray. Doing a little bit of an adjustment there, and we have this one there, we have this one down here, we have that one there, and it suddenly becomes something. We do have lots of other flowers on this piece of paper. Let's cut this one out. I don't know about the combination of this though, but you know, it's just a matter of doing something. To be totally honest, like, it doesn't really go together, but you know, there are a bunch of flowers in the wild that tend to grow together, so I will just start gluing these ones down. Let's think about this for a little bit. Here, the glue. And then I'm literally just going in here. Poor little deer there, but and then we had this one. Didn't we have, yeah, that one. Let's think about it. We will glue this one in. I would do further up the page, or just put it like that. That would be kind of nice. And then we have this one down here, I think. Something like that. And then this other one might be like that. And there will be more. There will definitely be more. We have that flower and that flower that I want to have. Or do I want to even cut this thing out? Hello, Heavenly. Let's see. Happy Thursday. Or at least it's here with me. Usually I go live Wednesday, so I can totally understand, but today is Thursday because I had a little thing going on at work yesterday and I couldn't find the time to go live even though I wanted to. Let's see, going in here and there, and hopefully this counts as the collage of flowers that I'm actually trying for. Let's think. And then we have this one over here, making it a little bit bigger than it is really, but I do like to have the petals looking like actual petals more than something just being there. So happy first day of spring. Yeah, I just realized and thinking, is this a thing all over the world or is it just in the US? We'll have to look it up in a bit, but I think now I'm thinking about it, it might be like an international thing, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see how we are going to do with the placement of this. Just cutting out this little bit too, like just the tiniest, because I can. Are we just going like that? That might be it. And going in like that, and then some other flower popping in here, of course. Let's look into first day of spring. First day of spring. I think it is today, is it? Oh, here in Sweden it was today. Like it apparently is an international thing, but it actually have Central European time 10 a.m. So, I don't even know what that actually means, but March 20th, Central European time 10 a.m. It apparently, I don't know. I don't know if the actual time has anything to do with the whole thing, but yeah. And to be honest with you, we don't really do anything special like celebration or anything here with that. It's just like another day. We do need some other flowers. Oh, thank you so much. We will put that aside just so I am doing a collage challenge for this month, so that's why trying at least to do Create with Becca's collage month 2025, and working with today's prompt, which was flowers. That is what I'll do here, covering this whole pocket. And of course there are, there are flowers here too, so I hope that you have something on your work table, or in wherever you are, like couch or in bed or wherever you are now, then you have something fun going on. I have always been wanting to be able to do some what's the thing again? Knitting. That's the word. But I'm left-handed, so I've always heard, oh no, I can't teach you. Oh, sorry, I can't do that. Like, I have no clue how that works for you. You have to learn it by yourself. And then, things like that all through my life. Even my teacher in school, because, we had I had to learn it in school actually, but she couldn't teach me because, I was left-handed. So that's one thing that I've always wanted to learn. So I'm thinking this summer I will actually look into it even more, and to say that, I won't do anything big or whatever, or at least not now, but I will look into it, trying it out, kind of thing. Or at least something during my vacation this summer. So are we going with even more? Like, I need this to be glued down properly. This isn't glued down at all. I don't know why. I kind of missed it or whatever it was. Do I want to save that thing, or am I just going to cut it off like that? Or I tend to kind of like when it's, I don't know, it's like a haircut. Cut, and then suddenly, like, whoops. No, just kidding. Am I going with more flowers throughout this thing? I feel like it's supposed to be something going on all the way throughout this pocket. So we will do, we will have to take this pink flower. And I'm actually going to take the leaf, this one. I don't really know if it is visible to you in camera too much, but we'll try to make it visible, or more visible than it already is. Let's think here, like that, cutting it down even more, and here we do have something like that. Wouldn't that be nice? Yes, but I need to use the pair of scissors, because I don't like this inner part of whatever it's supposed to be looking like. I need to just adjust these a little bit, and then of course I will cut it apart, and then like that, something there will be, I don't like that. We need a flower there. We need this flower. We can go with this one. because I don't want two of the same, or you know, too close to each other with two of the same type of flowers. And could actually go like that, but then I don't like the could go, I want to kind of cover, yeah, we'll go like that. And angle that one a bit, going that direction, and the other little flowery bit here. So that might be, I am just going with that. And of course, for this one, I am thinking of writing, what are we going to write? Flower or blomma. Oh, thank you so much, Heavenly. Or am I going with English? I have talked about this several times before. I'm actually going Swedish with this and writing spring flower, which is vårblomma. Let's see. Who am I just not trying this pen out? I haven't used it in forever. And yet again, as a left-handed person, you will have to kind of wait. And I will always have to be a little bit quiet when writing in Swedish, talking in English, because my mind is all, you know, it's playing a trick on me. No, I don't like that. I think I need to buy myself a new one. I will try it. It is a little bit wider of a, oh my word. Oh yeah, it is kind of working. So spring flower in Swedish, vårblomma. So that is what that will be, and I will have to cut this one down a little bit because it will poke out of the book. I will leave it like that, making it a little bit of a thing because I don't really mind. Yeah, that is that. Will I leave these though? Yeah, I cannot throw these away yet. There are too many things to be able to use. This one though, no, I am not. Or no, this one is going in the bin. The other two parts of the flowery paper I will put here in my whatever bin kind of thing. It is hilarious when thinking about it. I feel like that deer, does it need a friend of sorts? Does it need a friend? It does definitely need a whole lot more of glue. I can see that. That will be an easy fix. That will be an easy fix. Let's think. Like that. We do need to, yet again, think about one thing, and I am going for crayons this time. For those, yeah, that will be a thing for a couple of minutes, because I've thought about a thing. And the crayons, where are they? They are underneath here somewhere. I know they are. I have thought about creating something with something that I did a quick creation. I will just show literally this. I don't know if you've seen it before. This was made in a live stream together with Create with Becca and Dana, Scrappy Girl, Dana Yates. There was apparently something that Dana and Becca had tried like earlier on in the week, and I tried it out myself just to do something fun, but it was so much fun and I want to create another one. I just made this on a printed paper, type paper, and I don't really mind, but what I felt when creating this, I want to cut it apart and use it somehow. Use all of these bits and bobs, but not this particular one. I am going to create a new one. And, I don't really mind it being copy paper. But, yeah, I don't know. So, one thing that I need to do today is, let's see, this. A star, which will to me represent this day. Like that. And of course the outlining. I don't know about you, but I tend to do outlining on most of the things, because I do like it more when it's outlined. And this is 2 papers sewn. No, this particular one is not. I wonder if this will be a thing to do then. We'll just go with it. I will do this one. It's not as wide of a tip, so hopefully it won't bleed through as much, and I don't really mind it being too I don't even know, visible. That's the word that I was looking for. Visible on the back side. So that will represent a thing from work today. And then we have this, and I am thinking, let's see, this is double-sided, but I kind of need to have a lot of writing space today, so I will leave it like this. And let's think. This was, I do need some sort of tag for Tuesday. Yesterday, what happened yesterday? Oh, I know exactly what happened yesterday, and we do need the trusty white pen again. Or no, white pen, the white paper. I do have a piece underneath here. let's see. We will go with or am I? No, let's think. Or is it like that? No, I'm not too sure it is. I will just go with, I will have to think about it while looking at it. Yeah, it's just like that. So let's go. Let's not think about it too much. And then just around, and you know, doing this of course is not round, but who am I don't really mind. This will just represent the thing for me yesterday. That's the most important thing. And then I will actually use a piece of paper to, let's see, putting like that, or am I going, no, I'll do it like that. And then we will choose a color. Any color. Do we have a color? Yes, we do. I would go pink. Pink is a cute color. And let's think here. Now I was going to do it a little bit quick, which was of course a version of the Swedish coming to mind. I'm just going to cut this upper part because I don't want it to be too white up here. Like that, going there, and I don't know, I will just go like this. That will yet again remind me of the day. Going all the way around like this. And one thing that I was looking at, and I'm going to show you, it was kind of nice, but I was a little bit surprised, or no, not really surprised, but you know, I wasn't really thinking about it. The last time I did, it was a Wednesday too, and you know, you can see the it's actually more visible on camera than on anything else, but in real life, you know, you can see the text, but it's not as visible, and that's what I'm liking. We do need to figure out Thursday last week, and here of course. So we do have that, and are we going to do, let's figure this out. I'm thinking something to go with, what was this? That was kind of boring. What are we going for with this? I was thinking about just adding this one in as a little thing, but one thing though, we will have to cut it down. Like that. That's a must. It tends to be nicer to have a more plain type of tag here because of the busy background. but let's look into it. We will yet again, there is a whole double version of it. I'm not too sure that I want to cut it apart, but what are we going for? We're just going to do some little faux stitch in here. Just all the way around really, but not too much of it will show. So I'm not sure if I want to do something else on this page just to kind of cover it up, but I feel like there are two things, so we will look into those after I've done this tag all the way around like this. Because to me this is, you know, this is a rainbow, it's up in the air type situation, and there, and we do have, let's think about it. No, this one, I don't know. Literally just to do something else on the page. That's kind of where I'm headed into this. And there will be another one. Going in this direction here, cutting it out more in the distance, maybe nothing special. That, so that's one. Just to do something else on the page, because I think it's way too busy for my eyes. And I know that's why I haven't really used this piece of paper before. So I'll just think about the placement. Let's see. It won't really show too well, but I will know it's there. Of course, there was a whole bunch of glue. So they will be there in the background, and there will actually be, just because I feel like it needs to be added, and the last one here. These will be small ones. These will be placed on the page as well. Let's see where to put them though. There will be one there. So I feel like this whole page is kind of like a sky in a sense. So that's why I'm kind of going with, there will be one up here. And then this one. And here. So this is what I tend to do, just add in, add. You know, as far as my brain is working through, because usually I have just a couple of things planned for a page, and then it kind of comes together in a really strange way, if you like to see it like that. But I know one thing that I want to do. I want to cut that white part off. I don't want to have it too white. Let's see. There, like that. Who am I to just do this thing to my finger? The last one though. So I'm kind of up to date when it comes to these collage things, which is kind of nice. And when writing in the actual journal, of course, I do have a thing or two to add in, but other than that, I can tend to feel like I'm up to date there too, because I know what I want to write. Some of it is real, you know, private, so I don't want to have it on live like this. But there it is, a little something going on in the background. This one with Teddy being a 9-year-old dog. Monday this week. We had this thing going on. Hello, Åsa. That was so long ago. Really nice to see you. This little thing going. Fortunately, I am about to finish this off, but you are more than welcome to look at the replay, as all of you other people joining later. So we have this trying to do some sort of a collage month 2025 here with the spring flowers for today. And yeah, Friday tomorrow, that's going to be really fun. And to be totally honest, it's not that many days to go in this March journal. It is going to be April next time. That is definitely spring to me. So a whole bunch of writing, of course, but other than that, yeah, we will have to figure out this day too with writing. And yeah, I'll add it in. This one was a thing too. Add it in, and then I will have to do the first week. Haven't done that at all. So let's put that one aside, and I will start it. I created this one last week, and I will just do something similar in a sense, and I don't know. Let's go. I don't want to do it like the one I've done before, but you know, it is going to be similar in the sense of shapes in a way. We will have to do a spirally type of thing there. Have a wonderful rest of your day and good luck with your physical therapy, Candy. Let's think. No. Tend to go like this all the way around, just because it's kind of nice. And then we have this thing going here. Is it a flower? Is it a sun? Is it whatever is it? I don't know. We will see. There will be a thing going over here. So I have no clue about this end result, but I will show it along the way of creating it. And I would say that might be my next thing for my Instagram account. I don't know. And then I will put it on my community tab, of course. So with that, I would like to wish each and every one of you a happy rest of your Thursday. And thank you so much for those of you who have been watching. And don't forget about liking and sharing and commenting, and watch the replay if you came in later in this live stream. I do appreciate each and every one of you, including the replayers. That's really important for me to say. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye bye bye.